Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Yo soy señor Eddie, yo soy tu profesor de español. Espero que todos estén bien. Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Ed, señor Eduardo. I hope you guys are all doing well. So I'm solo today on this episode 9 of Children's Spanish for Brookline Interactive, and I'm super excited. For those of you who are watching for the first time, I'm your profesor, señor Eduardo. And I'm coming from you from Rolla Languages, and Rolla Languages is a language institute located in Cambridge, but serving all of New England. So, bueno, last week we did a very big review if you watched us. And so we spoke a lot of Spanish, and we reviewed a story called Caperucita Roja, Little Red Riding Hood. So I'm going to read that story with you again, and then we're going to learn vocabulary, some really good vocabulary. So I'm excited about this because you're going to be able to keep adding words to your vocabulary list and keep practicing. Ok, muy bien. Vamos a comenzar. Bueno, yo voy a leer Caperucita Roja otra vez. Again, you should already be familiar with it. We read it a few times last week. And Caperucita Roja is red and hood, right? Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, come back to that in a second. Oops. Okay. Hola, abuela, dice Caperucita Roja. Hola, mi nieta, responde la abuela. ¿Qué ojos grandes tienes? Dice Caperucita. Es para verte mejor, dice la abuela. ¿Qué nariz grande tienes? Dice Caperucita. Es para olerte mejor, dice la abuela. ¿Y qué boca grande tienes? Dice Caperucita. Es para llenarte de besos, responde su abuela. Okay, so Little Red Riding Hood is talking to La Abuela, and so La Abuela is the grandmother, right? Grandma. Okay, so we're going to come back to that and we'll break down this a little bit more. But here we have las partes del cuerpo, the body parts. So, as always, when you're learning words for the first time, it takes a little bit of time for you to memorize them, right? But this is just memorizing them, repeating them, learning them from English to Spanish and Spanish to English, writing them for those of you who can write, or learning songs. And so we will do a review next week or later in another episode of the songs that we should be practicing. Okay, so repeat after me. We're going to go down this row first, and then we'll go down this row. Okay, so we have la cabeza, and that means the head, la cabeza, the head. We have one eye here, so we have el ojo, el ojo. We have one ear here, so we have la oreja, la oreja. We have one finger here, so we have el dedo, el dedo. We have one arm on this side, so we have el brazo, el brazo. You have your belly. I'm rubbing it actually. My belly. I just ate breakfast. We have la barriga, la barriga. One knee on that side. We have la rodilla, la rodilla. Remember that in Spanish, the double L is a Y sound, la rodilla. Los dedos del pie, right? It's like this one here. The fingers are digits, right? But of the feet, del pie. Up here we have, right here, mira, el pelo, el pelo, el pelo. Okay, we have, this was in our story, la nariz, right here. Touch it, la nariz. La boca, the mouth. La boca, also in our story. Right here, el cuello, el cuello. Okay, el pecho, el pecho. El codo, the elbow, el codo. la mano, the hand, la mano. La pierna, the leg, right? Different than la rodilla, which is the knee. La pierna is the whole leg. And el pie, the foot, el pie. Okay, so that was your first round of the words. I'm going to read them one more time, just a little bit faster. And then we're going to work on making them plural. And I'll talk a little bit about what that means here in a second. So we have la cabeza, el ojo, la oreja, el dedo, el brazo, la barriga, la rodilla, los dedos del pie, el pelo, la nariz, la boca, el cuello, el pecho, the chest, el pecho, el codo, la mano, la pierna, and el pie. El pie. Okay, fantastic. So here we have lots of words. There's a lot of them, and you might be seeing these for the very first time. So let's go to la cabeza. So we know some numbers, right? I think we know 1 through 10. So we can maybe have fun with some of the numbers. So how many heads do you have here? Una cabeza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So una cabeza. So if I have dos cabezas, that's plural. And you heard me say, put an S right here. So we have las, an S here, and an S here. Las cabeza. So singular, 1, la cabeza, and plural, las cabezas. Okay. Un ojo, el ojo, the eye, and the eyes, we change both of those words. So el goes to los, and ojo becomes ojos. So plural, los ojos. 2 eyes are dos ojos. Dos ojos. So for most of these body parts, we have 1 to 2, right? Fingers, we have 10. So I'm going to come to that in a second. Or on the hand, we have 5 fingers, 10 fingers total, and feet as well, our toes. El dedo, the finger. The fingers, you got it. Los dedos. 2 fingers, dos dedos. 5 fingers, cinco dedos, right? We had an S to dedos. El brazo. El brazo. How do you think we make that plural? So el changes to los, and brazo changes to with an S, right? So it's el brazo singular, like you see here, and los brazos. Okay? 2 hands. Sorry, 2 arms. Brazo is arm. Muy bien. Put the number before, dos brazos. And then you have the S at the end of brazos, okay? La barriga, just one belly. La rodilla, plural. Las rodillas. And how many rodillas do we have? ¿Cuántas rodillas tenemos? Muy bien. 2 rodillas. Okay, los dedos del pie. Los dedos del pie. So it's the digits of the feet. So finger, toes, right? Toes, right? Los dedos del pie. Los dedos del pie. ¿Cuántos dedos de pie tenemos? How many do we have? It's already plural, right? Muy bien. We tenemos 10 en general, right? We generally have 10 fingers of our toes. Muy bien. El pelo, right? Nothing here, but you can use something you've learned before to describe el pelo, and it's el color. ¿Qué color es este pelo? So this looks like orange, right? So el pelo es naranja. Y mi pelo, muy bien, mi pelo es negro. So negro is black. I have black hair, pelo negro. I also have, if you zoom in, some blanco. Mi pelo es negro y blanco, un poco blanco. Okay, la nariz is the nose, just one. La boca, just one. El cuello, just one. El pecho, just one. El codo, dos. The elbow, el codo, dos. La mano, dos. La pierna, dos, right? So we have las manos to make it plural. Las piernas to make it plural. And then el pie tenemos dos pies. 2 feet, pies, not pies, pies. Okay, muy bien, everybody. So when we're learning these words, now again, I'm going to repeat them again. You're going to try to follow along one more time. Practice makes perfect. Repetition, especially when you see the words for the first time. And then we'll do some exercises here in a second. So we have la cabeza, el ojo, la oreja, el dedo, el brazo, la barriga, la rodilla, los dedos de pie, el pelo, la nariz, la boca, el cuello, el pecho, el codo, la mano, la pierna, and el pie. Okay, so las partes del cuerpo, the body parts. Okay, so on this side here, we have a little exercise with some words down here and a few things, some arrows, right? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? Okay, pelo. Pelo, right? It's right here. Pelo. You'll put it there. These two little things here. Ojo. Ojo. Right there. Ojo. This little bump here, right? Right here, I have a bigger one. Muy bien. La nariz. La nariz. Okay, this here. It's in the story. Boca. Boca. Okay, we have this here. We have brazo, the arm. Okay, this here. Yep. Muy bien. Mano. Mano right here. M-A-N-O. Mano. Okay, here we have the leg, right? The whole leg. La pierna. La pierna. And then right here we have the foot. Pie. Pie. Okay, so that was super easy, right? Because you have the words on the other side and also some hints here. But let's quickly make these plural, right? And so in Spanish, it's like in English, you just add an S to the end of the word. Now, it's a little bit different because with these the or the, you have to change that to el becomes los and la becomes las. But generally, the word is just adding an S or in some cases an ES, just like in English. So we have ojo becomes... you said it, ojos, right? I'm here at the bottom side here. Mano becomes manos. Yep. Boca becomes bocas. Pierna becomes piernas with an S. Nariz, okay, like in English, we had an ES, but the Z here becomes a C. But it would be pronounced nariz S, right? Like in English, narices. Brazo becomes brazos. Pie becomes pies. And pelo becomes pelos. Pelos, hairs. Or el pelo is the hair, right? It's a concept, so it's like a lot of hair, right? El pelo. Muy bien. Okay, so... here's a little song, okay? So we say, I'm going to read it for you. It's called Cabeza, Hombros, Rodillas y Pies. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So if you remember, pies is actually not toes. Pies are feet. So in Spanish, we say head, shoulders, knees, and feet instead of toes. But right in English, we say toes. But pie is feet. Esta canción es muy conocida en español y en otras lenguas también. ¿La conoce? ¿Quiere cantar? Abajo está la letra. The lyrics are below. Okay, so listen to me first, and then I'll have you sing it along with me. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla, pie, rodilla y pie. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pie, rodilla y pie. Ojos, orejas, boca, nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla, pie, rodilla y pie. Okay, so let's see if we can do that together. Now, you're not going to see me because I can't stand up because I'm at my desk, but here we go. Cabeza, hombro, knees and feet. So touch your rodilla y pie, rodilla y pie. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pie, rodilla y pie. Ojos, orejas, boca, nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pie, rodilla y pie. Okay, let's do that one more time. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pie, rodilla y pie. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla, pie, rodilla y pie. Ojos, orejas, boca, nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pie, rodilla, pie. A little bit faster. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla, pie, rodilla y pie. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla, pie, rodilla y pie. Ojos, orejas, boca, nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla, pie. Okay. So head, shoulders, knees, and not toes. Feet. We say that dos veces. And then we say ojos, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. Ojos, orejas, boca, nariz. You're making a little triangle, right? Ojos, orejas, boca, nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla, y pie. Okay, wow, you guys are doing so well. Okay, so let's go back here and find the 3 vocabulary words that are in this story, Caperucita Roja. What body parts do we have here? Okay, so here we have ojos. That's número 1. We have 2 more. Here we have nariz. One more, uno más. And here we have boca. Boca. Okay, very good. So now let's break down this story a little bit more. So you've heard it a couple of times, both last week and this week. Hola, abuela. So hola means hello, and abuela means grandma or grandmother. Says Caperucita Roja. Hola, mi nieta, responde la abuela. So we have hola, my granddaughter. Nieta is a vocabulary word that you can put in your vocabulary list, and nieta and abuela. So abuela, grandma. Nieta is granddaughter. Granddaughter. ¿Qué ojos grandes tienes? What eyes, grandes, big, you have. So what big eyes you have? And we know this one, says Caperucita. Es para verte mejor. So it's to see you better. Verte mejor, says Grandma. ¿Qué nariz grande tienes? What big nose you have, says Caperucita Roja. Es para olerte, dice. Mejor, dice la abuela. Oler, ¿qué significa oler? Right? Your nose is used for smell. It's to smell you better, says Grandma. ¿Y qué boca grande tienes? And what big mouth you have. Boca is mouth, says Little Red Riding Hood. Es para llenarte de besos, responds Grandma. It's to fill you with kisses, to give you kisses. Besos is another word you can add to your vocabulary list. Besos is kiss or kisses, responds Grandma, responde su abuela. Muy bien. Okay, so hola abuela, dice Caperucita. Hola mi nieta, responde la abuela. ¿Qué ojos grandes tienes? Dice Caperucita. Es para verte mejor, dice la abuela. ¿Qué nariz grande tienes? Dice Caperucita. Es para olerte mejor, dice la abuela. ¿Y qué boca grande tienes? Dice Caperucita. Es para llenarte de besos, responde su abuela. Muy bien. So now we know that Grandma and Caperucita are talking, and Caperucita is saying, wow, what big eyes you have, Grandma says, to see you better. What big nose you have to smell you better, and what big mouth you have, and that to give you lots of kisses. Okay? Muy bien. So now, after hearing it several times, learning some vocabulary, listening to it, it's a great story for you to practice at home. Okay, so let's do one quick review for las partes del cuerpo, the body parts. So, ¿cómo se dice nose en español? ¿Cómo se dice nose? Ok, muy bien. Se dice nariz. Nariz. ¿Cómo se dice brazo en español? Brazo. En inglés, sorry. Brazo en inglés es arm. Yep, you can use the picture. ¿Cómo se dice foot en español? Foot. Se dice el pie. El pie. ¿Cómo se dice finger en español? Finger. Se dice dedo. Dedo. ¿Cómo se dice hair? Hair en español. Se dice el pelo. El pelo. ¿Cómo se dice the eye en español? Se dice el ojo. Okay, now let's switch to cómo se deletrea, right? The alphabet. How do you spell, right? ¿Cómo se deletrea? So, ¿cómo se deletrea barriga? Barriga. Se deletrea B-A-R-R-I-G-A. Barriga. ¿Cómo se deletrea nariz? Se deletrea N-A-R-I-Z. Nariz. ¿Cómo se deletrea la cabeza? La cabeza. Ajá. La cabeza se deletrea C-A-B-E-Z-A. La cabeza. ¿Y cómo se deletrea el codo? El codo se deletrea C-O-D-O. Codo. Muy bien. Okay, let's repeat one more time to practice. I'm going to go backwards, so we'll go bottom up, bottom up. So we have el pie, la pierna, la mano, el codo, el pecho, el cuello, la boca, la nariz, el pelo. Okay, then come back down here. Los dedos del pie, la rodilla, la barriga, el brazo, el dedo, la oreja, el ojo en la cabeza. la cabeza. Okay, and then we learned this great song. So here we go. Vamos. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pie. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pie, rodilla y pie. Ojos, orejas, boca, nariz. Cabeza, hombro, rodilla y pie, rodilla y pie. Okay, everybody. So that's great. So you guys did a fantastic job. So, as we're learning Spanish, it's important for you to learn vocabulary words on a regular basis, and make sure that you're practicing them, right? And practice makes perfect. Read them out loud, say them out loud, write them in English to Spanish, in Spanish to English. And as always, if there's a song, sing the song. Okay, chicos, muy bien. Adiós y gracias.